got a couple of them out there. This is DJ Gerry and
DJ Dallas.
that's right. We we decided we just pull something out of the closet that you thought you might be interested in, and it's a lot of Rolling Stones unauthorized CD recordings, and we have some Stones alone, right? Some Rolling Stones solo stuff. If you stick with us towards the end of the live stream, we will talk about those. So Dallas wanted to show you something also he got from Japan. So he gets some amazing things. So I'm gonna let him start off the stream with that one.
So these I got a little while ago. These are from the 50 and Counting tour. It's about 10 years ago now, from 2012, 2013. And these are a great set of two different releases. This is the compilation of rarely played songs, guest performances, and selected other tracks. Are You Feeling Good? The Rolling Stones on the 50 and Counting tour. This has all those great performances because on this tour they brought a lot of special guests. You had the return of Bill Wyman and Mick Taylor in the fold for certain songs. You got John Fogerty, you got Katy Perry, Bonnie Raitt, Tom Waits, Jeff Beck,
Didn't they have that rich,
Clapton.
skinny girl in it also doing a guest appearance? What was her name again?
Yeah, you got Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or maybe
Taylor Swift.
Carrie
Yeah.
Underwood could also,
Yeah, well, it was definitely. I think Taylor Swift did. I did a video about that. Mick Jagger and her did "As Tears Go By," one of their first songs that they wrote, and she gives everybody everybody in the band a nice kiss after it's over, and it's worth seeing that. Well, they did a nice job on it. And "Tears Go By."
Yeah, it's a cool set. Got Glastonbury on there, so it's a pretty cool collection of these rarely played and guest performances. And then this one is just two performances, full performances from the 50 and Counting tour. This is from the Bell Center in Montreal and the TD Garden in Boston. You get the full shows from June 9th and June 12th. These have some guests on them. Of course, you got Mick Taylor on both of them. He must have followed them around on this tour.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder if he regrets leaving. I don't know. Just maybe
I think
he's
so.
just a low key guy. He didn't want all the fanfare and money that went along with the fame. I don't know. But
I think it was the drugs. I think he needed to take a break. He got to get away.
okay.
I think he couldn't take it. But he was great. He was with I believe he was in John Mayall before
Blues Breakers, right?
He was a blues breaker before he joined the Stones. He was a great guitar player, and yeah, so you got to get him. You got to hear him again. He's back with the Stones on the 50 and Counting tour.
So that's a four.
This is a 4 CD set.
Four
yeah.
CD
Two
set.
complete
Wow, those are
concerts.
amazing. Probably mostly soundboard, right?
Uh, I believe that this might be audience. There's a couple
Mm-hmm.
soundboards from this tour, but I think that these are just very good audience recordings because the recording technology has gotten so much better that an audience recording from the last 10 years sounds almost as good as a very low quality soundboard from from the 60s and 70s. So they do sound good. They could, but I think they're audience recordings.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing those. Dallas and I went to the Jeff Beck tribute concert. Ronnie Wood was there, of course, doing a guest appearance. But we went to some record stores there, and I found this one, Rolling Stones, Honolulu, 1966. I think they played Hawaii like around 72 or 73 also, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
believe
not sure if they
did.
play Hawaii that often, but anyway, this was about 8 songs on it. It's from June 24th, 66 at the Hawaii International Center. And it's kind of cool. It's probably they call it a radio broadcast. They're allowed to sell those in England. So if you ever get to across the pond, check out their record stores because you get a lot of radio broadcasts that are perfectly legal to sell in
Europe. Yeah,
In
they have
Europe,
a
yeah.
there's a loophole in the European law that allows for previously broadcast materials to be released. So sometimes you'll find a radio broadcast that doesn't quite sound like something they would be broadcasting in terms of quality. It sounds like an audience recording, but it's still a radio
Yeah.
broadcast.
And sometimes they won't even tell you where it was
It's from.
They'll
Yeah.
just tell you the artist, and it'll be like a compilation of different songs.
It's a secret so that they can keep the illusion of it being a full performance broadcast. But I believe this is actually a radio broadcast. This one was broadcast on the local Hawaiian station, and it is soundboard. This is a really awesome show.
We got to listen to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've been saving for a
It's
special
still
occasion.
sealed, but I've heard bits and pieces of this, and it's a good show. It's very cool. It's from their 5th U.S. tour.
I found another digipack in the box. This one is a real classic that people were waiting for it to be released. I believe it is soundboard. It's called the Brussels Affair, 1973. And when they released, what album was that? Goat's Head Soup, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
It was
That
from that
Star
tour.
on
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
They put a super deluxe out where you can get a really good recording of this, but this is not bad, and this was available quite a while before. I think it started out on a vinyl, the Brussels Affair. Yeah, it was really one of the best well-known unauthorized recordings. I don't know why. That's Keith Richards, and looked a little like Ronnie Wood. I'm like, why is Ron Wood there in '73? But no, that's
Yeah.
Keith and Mick.
Yeah, Do Heartbreaker. This is definitely the Goat's Head Soup tour. That's a great song. It's on there.
I got that one at Amoeba Music.
It's a genuine Funky Monkey record.
Funky Monkey, yeah.
Oh wow.
That's it, and they got some good recordings that you can. If I see an album like that I haven't seen around, I just buy it because I'll never see it again. Chances are.
So this is another soundboard. This is from the SARS Stock concert. It was a free concert in Toronto, Canada in 2003. It had Rush, AC/DC, and then the Stones headlining the bill. They actually have a song with the guest appearance from Angus and Malcolm Young from AC/DC on there.
What song do they do together with the Stones?
Rock Me Baby. They do.
Rock Me All Night Long. It used to be known as Rock My Plum Soul on some occasions.
And this also has Justin Timberlake. He does Miss You with the Rolling Stones.
What doesn't that man do, really? I mean, he acts. He was a Mouseketeer. He was with a boys band. He was solo.
He's with the Stones.
Stones. I mean, Justin Timberlake, man.
Toronto rocks.
Toronto rocks. If you ever get a chance to see that SARS Stock benefit, it's well worth.
It's also a pro shot video as well.
Yeah, they truncated it on the official release, but if you find an unauthorized version, I think it's like more than twice as long. They cut out a lot. Like Rush is on there. They do a set, and AC/DC and the Stones.
I'll have to show. I have a copy of it. We'll bring down another time to show off.
There was Woodstock, and then of course SARS Stock, which SARS, as you know, morphed into COVID-19. So anyway, we're not going to talk about the Jabba today. We've got 60 Live. Look at this one. This is a compilation of songs from different locations, I believe, during the 60 Live tour. And they throw in a few bonuses called Out of Control, Ghost Town, and Gimme Shelter. Now, Ghost Town was just a single that they released during the lockdown, I think around 2020 or 21, something like that. It never appeared officially on a Rolling Stones album. So you either got to, catch a live version of this or go find the single version.
They did play it a lot on that tour. I believe every night.
Yeah.
They did it.
It's a good song. It's kind of got a little reggae going on. I forgot what they said. It sounded like another song that was influenced by. I don't remember the song that was supposed to be influenced by it, but it's a good song. And then Charlie, of course, is on the original single. So anyway, this is pretty good. Let's Spend the Night Together. Can You Hear Me Knocking? The set list was really good on the 60s tour, as
Yeah.
most of the tours.
Yeah, it was particularly great. They didn't have any special guests on the 60 as they did on the 50, which was a little disappointing, but still, it's a treat to see the Stones in any form. You don't need any other guests really. You don't need
Yeah, well,
anybody
maybe
else.
we'll wait for the 70th tour. Wow. Do you ever think, Keith Richards was going to be healthy enough to do that? I mean, he's in his 80s and the rest. I mean, incredible. I get tired watching these guys, and I'm, 20 years their senior. Or they're 20 years my senior. I'm 20 years their junior, but nonetheless.
So this one is a bit of a politically incorrect, I guess, title. This is called "Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others." This was from the Some Girls tour. This is not from the official release from the Vault series. This is from Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. So again, it's a soundboard recording. It's really a great show. I believe it's probably truncated because it is only a little over an hour, but it just sounds great. It's just a really awesome show from a really great tour.
Yeah, you can hear the Houston concert.
That's
Also from the 78 tour. They released the video and the CD. But if you want to, stretch out a little bit, Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others. All right. Well, get Satisfaction if you want it. Now, I know a couple years ago they released the BBC recordings of the Rolling Stones. They did these from 1963 to 65. They'd go in the BBC studio and they'd recreate their songs. Some of them are covers, some of them are original. And it was on Swingin' Pig Records. Do you remember the little Swingin' Pig? They were one of the original.
They're one of the big them and the Trademark of Quality kind of ruled the bootleg market for a long time in the 90s and the 80s. They're really a historic label.
Yeah, this is a silver, so you can see the little pig with the sunglasses, the little trademark. And Dallas was telling me that, even though this album was released eventually, sometimes you can get lucky and there's songs on these unauthorized recordings that still haven't been released. So it's worth it. I mean, it was only $6.99. Like I said, if they didn't buy it, it would be gone, and I'd be regretting it for life. Now this one is. I stumped DJ Dallas with this one. He never saw this one. This is called The Rolling Stones, The Complete Woodstock Rehearsal Tapes. I didn't know they played Woodstock, but they played in the city of Woodstock, New York. And there's a lot of jams that go on.
I believe it's soundboard. I was admiring it earlier. Yeah. This is from 79. I mean, were they touring in 79 or?
I guess it was like in between tours or right after maybe Some Girls, and then
the 78 tour, yeah. And
they're just rehearsing maybe for one of their albums. It has that song Seasucker Blues, which they did to piss off the record company because they had to put, was it Decca or?
It must have been.
They had to release like one more single or something, and they picked something that they thought they would never use, and it never did get used. But you can find it on here, the Rolling Stones, The Complete Woodstock Rehearsal Tapes, and these are studio recordings, I believe. They're pretty good sounding.
Yeah,
there's 4 of them in there.
Never heard of this one at all. This is a Black Cat record. Yeah, this seems like a good one to check out. I'll have to listen to this. They got a lot of good, brown sugars on there. They got Beast of Burden, all down the line.
And you ever hear of the Secret Show that the Stones did? This was in France, 2012, for their 50 and counting tour. And yeah, Thursday, October 12th, 2012. And Paris, France. They appeared in a club. So you get a little secret show here. And it's got the labels from the 50th year of their illustrious career. It was only a mere $2.99. I had to keep the tag on it. No one would believe that it was so economical. I don't know why they sold it so cheaply. I think they could have got at least $3.99 for it. But
Yeah, that's another one I have never heard of. I believe it's an audience recording, but it is such a small club. It sounds so good. It's hard to even tell that it is an audience recording. I believe it's a club maybe that fits 200 or 300 people. I mean, it's really a tiny club show. The secret show. They've done a couple of those. I know that they did one in Toronto in 2002, also in a secret show in a club, and then they've done some like that.
now this is one of Dallas and my favorite titles for any Rolling Stones unauthorized recording, and I think what's interesting about it is that this is the deluxe version of it, and it's called "Sucking Dawn on a Saturday Night." I think they're referring to Don Kirshner because there's some Don Kirshner's rock concert performances. Remember when the Stones did some things? I think from Goat's Head Soup around '73. Yeah, they did like Angie, Silver Train, Dancing with Mr. D. And I think they did It's Only Rock and Roll later on in '74. And this has the Saturday Night Live performances in '78 that they did, and it also has the Saturday Night Live rehearsal in full, the whole rehearsal. So that's why it needed to fill like 2 discs. Can't just get 1 disc of Sucking Dawn on a Saturday night.
Now this I think was originally a fan club issue.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. It was a Rolling Stones fan club. I believe it wasn't an authorized fan club though. It might have just been a kind of like an unofficial fan club for the Stones. But this is try saying that one fast. Sucking Dawn on a Saturday night. There it is. They combined. It's just
The creativity of the names of these albums. I mean, these guys should be hired by record executives, really.
I know. I want that on a T-shirt. Really.
I think so. Maybe we'll go to a Redbubble or whatever and try to create a T-shirt with that image on it. I think I'd buy one if I just saw that scrolling, late night, on my computer. I gotta own that T-shirt.
This is another soundboard from the '81 tour. This is live from the Meadowlands Sports Complex in New Jersey. This is the American Tour '81. I believe it's called Down the Road a Piece.
That's right. And that's a blues song that the Rolling Stones brought back, I think, for one of their 60th anniversary concerts or sometime around then.
I don't believe they even do this Down the Road piece on this album.
Not
it's
on
just
there. They got Tina Turner on there. I don't even know. Look at it. She's pictured there. I don't even know if she's on the album either.
But they're a little confused.
Soundboard. Sometimes they.
At least they got the Stones on there. Sometimes they have some issues with getting the wrong band. But
here's another one from the '81 tour. It's called Under My Thumb.
It's a great one.
And it is not a full concert. It's about 57 minutes, but it was released on the Rolling Stones official bootleg, and it's live in Hampton, Virginia, 1981. There might have even been a video
DVD
that went
I believe it was from the
It might have been a pay-per-view or something like that. It might have even had like Keith Richards' birthday or so. I don't know, something like that. I vaguely remember it, but it is on From the Vaults, Rolling Stones. You want to see the whole thing. But I thought it was cool. He's got his football jersey on. Little Joe Namath going on there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I guess they were playing Coliseums, so he was big into wearing
Oh,
sports
that's what it was. They were playing sports
sports
coliseums
coliseums.
where
So
football teams usually go.
play. So then he has to dress like it's a sports
Oh, that's why
venue.
like Paul Stanley was wearing a Lakers jersey when he was playing Staples Center with Kiss back in 2020.
It's great.
You know, this is the Rolling Stones studio outtakes. This is an album of really well produced Rolling Stones songs that you probably never heard of, but some great songs like Dream About and For Your Precious Love is a
Does
cover.
that have Ivy League on it?
I believe it is Ivy League. I'm not seeing, I'm glad you remembered that.
Mhm.
Yeah, here it is.
Ivy
Ivy
League.
League,
That's.
track 7.
I would recommend everyone check that one out.
Yeah, there's a video I made using copyright free footage.
Stock
And I
footage.
just
Yeah.
stock footage. I just put it
Made a
together.
music video.
It was
for that.
about like these kids in a private school or something. I don't know. I thought it had something to do with Ivy League, but it's on my DJ Gerry channel if you want to check it out or Dream About. Great songs, and these are throwaways. You know, like they just had so many songs
They completely finished them. They mixed them. They're all finished, and then they just
for whatever reason. I think in the
cutting room. They just
yeah,
didn't
like
the cut.
either Voodoo Lounge or Bridges to
To
Babylon era of the 90s, they just had too many songs and they just left them on the cutting room floor. But like I say, the stuff they throw away is better than the things that most bands are releasing nowadays. So you might want to check some of those songs out. I think they do have this on YouTube somewhere. You might be able to find it on the web somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's at least 4 CDs full of outtakes from the Rolling Stones, which is just incredible that they would completely finish a song and then throw it away. I mean, it's this has a song from 1979, "It's a Lie" on there. You get the years. "Still in Love" from 82. "Crisscross" from 73. And
That was
"Do It Again."
released,
I believe that was released
on one of their deluxe sets.
recently. I
Was it like also Goat's Head Soup or one of
Yeah.
or It's Only Rock and Roll around that time period of the early to mid 70s?
Desperate Man. That was also a
Desperate
music video
Man,
that you
yeah.
made. That's also a great song. I recommend everyone check out.
Yeah, I think I have a lot of Mick Jagger's love interests in that video. I didn't know that much about him, so sometimes I'm putting in his daughters and things like that. I didn't even know who they were. I know him now, but people are like writing, "Hey, that's not his love interest. That's his daughter," you know. And she's older than his partner right now, so it's confusing for me. What do you got? What do you got there?
This one, I believe, is a in-ear monitor mix to my recollection. If not, it's a very good audience recording. This is, it's an in-ear monitor, IEM. This is one of the best sounding from the 2022 tour. This is live in Hyde Park. This was put out by Empress Valley originally. It's a great show. It's really because there's not very many that are as high quality as this one in terms of the recording, and this is just summer breeze.
We got to see Hyde Park. A lot of fantastic concerts have been there, and it's just a big, massive, open field, kind of a park, with trees and grass, and they have a little lake there somewhere as well. It's a nice place to go. I think they did the Brian Jones concert, tribute concert there as well. So every once in a while they come back to Hyde Park, and it's always a highlight.
They've released from the Vault series from Hyde Park
Really?
I believe from like 20. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought they did from like the 2012 era. They put one out. Because I remember there was like this. They had like these artificial trees in the backdrop. But that's also a really good show. But this is from 22. This one has never been officially released.
60th
tour.
Yeah. Here's the Rolling Stones live. and it covers the years 63 through 71. You've got Mick Taylor and guitars, Brian Jones, just different live renditions like Little Queenie, Dead Flowers, Live With Me,
Great song.
Sympathy for the Devil. I really haven't listened to this one yet. It's an import, so I'm assuming that it is different than the commercial releases that they've had in the past. Because some of the songs,
Yeah, I don't remember a commercial release with both Brian Jones and Mick Taylor on it together.
yeah,
So
unless they took like an early Got Live If You Want It or
And
something
mixed it.
like that and mix it, but I'm not sure. It just seems like some of the song titles are
Now, this
not.
is one of those that's kind of sketchy in terms of it doesn't have any dates. It's just
It's just
a
it
full
runs the
year.
gamut through like 10 years.
Yeah, this is one is an Italian release. There's absolutely no information as to where the performances are from.
But I'm a collector. If I see something like that, it just seems cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This was only $9, so come on.
Yeah, it's you
You're not
can't
gonna
go
miss
too
this
far
one.
wrong with it.
It's from '95, so it's
And I thought it would be something to share with our friends here. So like, when I go buy this stuff, it's not a guilty pleasure. Of course, I'm, sharing it with you guys as well. So, that way we can all kind of get, because when you learn about a recording, you can look it up and, a lot of times YouTube will have them.
yeah, that's most
Greatest
of the time.
source of video and audio recordings out there on the web. All right. I'm going to do some solo albums. This is Keith Richards' LA Connection, and you're probably asking, why did I need two of them? But you can see the fronts were similar, but the backs are kind of different. The one you're holding there is, and the color one has extra songs. I think like you said, they couldn't fit it all on one disc. So the one album like that one is truncated.
Now, I believe this amphitheater if this is a wino show, I believe that this might be released officially.
Really, Universal Amphitheater, is it?
Is it? It might not be. It's
Maybe.
possible it's not. Maybe I'm confusing it with a different official winos release. But this is still cool. I mean, this is a silver press, and they have an inset. Despite 2 decades of scary living and defying laws of logic, gravity, in all 50 states, Keith Richards is still standing. There he is.
True rock and roll legend there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's called LA Connection.
And this one's called The Living Dead.
The Living Dead. The front cover says
The
LA
Connection.
Connection, and then the disc labels The Living Dead. They had so many great names, they couldn't limit it to one,
Yeah.
I thought maybe they sent me the wrong disc because I bought that one, I think, through eBay or something like that.
Yeah. The Living Dead, I guess.
And no, it's really that album,
yeah.
but it's,
Two
an
titles.
alternate title.
In case you didn't like LA Connection.
Or as Sinatra used to call him, The Walking Dead, right? Wasn't that Joe Piscopo would do an impression of Sinatra, and he would do The Walking Dead. All right, here's another one. I think you gave me this one. This is original master recording of Keith Richards, Between Love and Hate.
Between Love and Hate. This is live on Saturday Night Live. This has got the, I believe it has like a studio outtakes and the Saturday Night Live performance. Between Love and Hate, Keith Richards. This is from the Dog and Cat Records. It's got Steve Jordan on drums.
Wow.
Would later join, and it's got Waddy Wachtel. That guy was incredible. Still incredible.
He used to play with Stevie Nicks and her backup band, and of course he's a member of the expensive winos, Keith Richards band. Here's another Keith Richards. This is a real cool cat. He really is a real cool cat. It's a double CD, and It looks like it's from around the time of the second Keith Richards solo album, around 92. This was at Cologne, I believe, in Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video of this possibly too, like an imported video of the show, which is a pro shot. I have it somewhere. I'll pull it out. Another video. Keep you guys watching. But this is a silver press, real cool cat, Keith Richards.
Someone asked, "What's your favorite Stones show?"
The one I've seen, like in person, or just in general.
Let's do both.
For me, the most memorable one was the first one I saw was the '81 tour. And Jagger was probably in his mid-30s, and everybody kept saying, it's so amazing because he's so old. How could he possibly be a rock star at 35 or whatever it was? And, they're still saying it, 45 years later. But when you look at the video, he doesn't look that old. I don't know, he's...
I have a recording of that in my room somewhere. I have to bring
But
it down.
what one did you see that you thought was the best?
Probably this most recent tour, we were very, very close up, maybe 7 or 8 rows back. We got really lucky getting tickets last minute. And that was just incredible to be that close to the Stones.
Desert Trip was cool.
Was great
yeah,
too.
we were pretty close up for part of the show, and then they started pushing everybody back. Go back to your seats. But they would, at the beginning, we would just line up really close to the stage. It was a long stage, so Jagger would kind of walk back and forth. But that was a very memorable show too, with a great set list. Every time you see him, it's incredible. I would strongly recommend it. To keep seeing him if you can.
Yeah, this is a release that I purchased on Amazon a little while ago. I believe you can still get it new on Amazon. This is the first Barbarian show. I guess this was this got Ron Wood and Keith Richards. This is live at Kilbourne. It also has special guest Rod Stewart on there.
Yeah.
And I guess they run through the songs from Ronnie Wood's first solo album. I got my own album to do a great, great record.
Early incarnation of the new Barbarians. First time I think Keith and Ronnie did a concert together.
Yeah.
And you get, like you say, video too, audio and video. And the video is even more complete. You get more songs, but it's kind of strange. It started out in black and white, then it would come back and fade in and out of color. I think they were having issues with.
They say there's some deterioration in the tape, but it sounds great, and it's just cool to be able to watch anything from this show.
I got confused a little bit with this recording, the final
Faces concert, which also features Keith Richards, so it's a very similar.
But it's not the same time. It's like literally 6 months apart or something like that. But I was getting confused watching it because I know that Keith Richards and Ronnie Wood were playing with Rod Stewart on this particular DVD. There it is, Rod Stewart and the Faces final show. But they've gotten together, done a couple reunions since then. And
this is a great concert. This is Pro Shot.
Yeah.
With Keith Richards at the Final Faces show.
That's cool. We got a couple more for you. This is we talk about one of the greatest bands that never had a studio album. A lot of the songs they do are either from the Rolling Stones, blues classics, or from Ron Wood albums. This one is from Give Me Some Neck. They do a lot of songs from there, but they never did a studio album. They've released a couple live albums. This one is called Blind Date Revisited. I know there was also a Blind Date album of the new Barbarians. This one has John Belushi introduces them. That's kind of an interesting introduction, 1979. And it was called Blind Date because of the blind angel who helped keep Keith Richards from going to prison in Toronto.
She would say that they would give her rides to different Stones concerts.
Yeah, make sure she got home safely. And
so So he was able to lessen his sentence to just community service, in which he did this concert was his
For the
community
blind,
service
yeah.
for the blind. He did a
Visually impaired.
he did it. All the proceeds went to the blind from this show. So it's pretty legendary in terms of it's a soundboard.
It kind of gave him a better standing with the judge, and
this was it. This was his sentence. He
this was
to
it.
community service. This is
wow,
what he had
just
to
had
do.
to do this show.
Sure, that was his punishment. I think there was some other community service also, but he definitely did not have to do any prison time, which was great.
And I think that what he calls his blind angel might have done a character reference for him in court as well. Yeah.
She was part of the reason why he was able to have
He was
this
so
leniency.
caring about her, and make sure she got home safely and got rides home. This is the Rolling Stones' Lost and Found, and it has, like Mick Jagger doing Deep Down Under, Bill Wyman, Willie and the Poor Boys, the Mystery Train, Ronnie Wood and the Birds, You Are on My Mind. That's in 1966, one of his first songs. His anthology is coming out soon, and it's got a lot of songs with the Birds. A lot of people said, "I didn't know he was part of the Birds. I love that song, Turn, Turn, Turn." No,
Different birds.
Those Birds spelled it with B-Y-R-D-S. This is B-I-R-D-S. And he's got Bobby Keys and Ron Wood, and Keith Richards, Charlie Watts, Chuck Leavell, Bobby Keys, Bernard Fowler. Tons and tons, about 15 songs on here. And it's just an interesting song. I'm thinking they call it an import. I got it at Amoeba Records, but it's...
This is from Hits, Flops, and Other Curiosities by the Stones Family. These are really rare songs I've never heard before.
Yeah, well, we got one more interesting album to show you that's Stones related. This is the London Howlin' Wolf Sessions. And
that's an official release from
Chess Records. Wow, I'm sorry. It just got in this box, and I don't think you see it all the time, but you probably can get it on Amazon. It says it's from 1989 release, but it goes way back to the 60s, I believe. It's got Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, and Charlie Watts. Songs like I Ain't Superstitious, Sitting on Top of the World, Poor Boy, Highway 49, The Red Rooster, Who's Been Talking, Built for Comfort. So that's kind of cool. That's on Chess Records, though. This one has been officially released.
This is a great album. It's a really great blues playing from both Clapton and Howlin' Wolf. I've listened to this one before. It's really good. You got little caricature of Charlie Watts there on the cover.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us in this little musical journey. Some very hard to find Rolling Stones related and Rolling Stones recordings, both studio and live. And I think some of these were, for me, I haven't seen all of them before, and Dallas hadn't seen all of them. So it's nice for us to kind of revisit those little boxes that we've got stashed in our closet there. It's time to start listening to more of this.
And this is just a tip of the iceberg. We really do have quite a lot of more Stones related titles to share with everybody.
Yeah, and that's the whole point, is for you guys to go out and research these titles,
Give some
I'm
suggestions,
sure. I'll give YouTube a plug. Probably a lot of them could be found on YouTube.
Most of them.
So, or wherever you decide you want to listen to it, get the source from. But anyway, don't forget to keep on listening to the Rolling Stones and keep on rocking. Bye now.
Everybody.